Brian's backstory on this. We better for you.
Yeah, so
Bang off each other here.
the backstory, I got into hard enduro riding a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and just
Before that, you always rode.
No, honestly, I was riding. I wanted a dirt bike my whole life.
Yeah.
My mom was like, no. So when I moved out, I got a dirt bike.
Yeah.
So I rode 2014 T300 Star, and then was on an EC 300, and now I'm on another bus. So yeah, I've loved watching it and stuff. I think that's so impressive. I think the skill it takes to do it is insane. It's so I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, I wanna be able to do that, you know. And we'll see if it ever goes pro, but I just want to document the journey a bit.
Bet you didn't expect to see me here, did ya? Huh? Anyways, just wanted to take the time to say thank you to Cody Webb. He's awesome. Totally grateful for him, giving me this time to interview him. I hope to get better in the way I interview. I feel like it was pretty trash, but he was really awesome and actually got to know me a little bit. So really cool guy. If you can support him in any way, go subscribe to his channel, go like his videos. He is posting incredible content right now with the stuff he's doing with his bike. So anyways, without further ado, let's get to the interview.
You know, things like that. So that's why I was like, man, I'd love to get some perspective from a pro. Like, okay, what are maybe some drills you would suggest? What are exercises you would suggest? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is probably trials type of technical riding.
Okay.
Obviously, you can see me, Billy, even Manny, Graham, a bunch of the top guys. They all came from trials background. Now it's kind of morphed into a hybrid thing, but Christian spends almost all winter riding trials bike.
Okay.
So trials is huge. It's kind of dorky, but honestly, like, it's another thing you need to buy, but trials would be huge. But now it's like, we end up practicing a lot of trials type stuff on the actual dirt bike. Yeah. So I think the biggest thing is when you go out riding, it's kind of like, be like better about your lifestyle, right? Like the biggest thing between pros and amateurs, the amateurs come into a section and they're like, oh, what's the easiest spot possible? And they're like dragging their bike through rocks. And like destroying stuff. And the pros like, brook.
Just
we're kind of like, our eyes are open a little bit more, right? So like, we're conserving energy, then we're not pushing through stuff, riding over it. So just open up your eyes a little bit to see better lines, and then just really trying to focus on weighting those pegs. Keeping that weight pressure. Momentum is huge, but that's something that just keeps starting from scratch. That's the hard part. If you have momentum at something, it's always going to be a little easier. So it's just, you got to keep plugging away. I don't know. So I'm sure you've already gone way better.
Honestly, yeah. Even just the second lap today on the prologue, I was like, okay, yeah.
And this is super like unorganic for everyone, right? Like normally you're riding in the hills, so you get on this and you're just like, and you're not breathing, and you tense up, and it's a mental thing on top of it. Like, you've never done it before, but if you put that log out in the wilderness and ride right over it. So
I know that's true. And then like the 4 logs in a row or whatever.
So keeping the front end light, having the momentum, but as you ride more and more, like, you understand what the bike is doing. You know how much clutch pop to do to get the front tire to here. You know, like, I'll hit something and it's like full commit wheelie, knowing the rear tire will hit, slam the front down. So it's just a matter of seat time and kind of pushing that limit just enough to help build your confidence.
That's awesome. Okay. No, that's great advice. What moves? I guess you run moves, right?
Moves and like the new prologue.
Oh, the
560 prologue, 5150.
Yeah. I thought it was funny, the 5150.
I don't really know why it's called. It's good.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm just figuring out all the new stuff.
Oh, it's huge. That's the biggest. Like, everyone who's like, I'm going to go harder, and they show up with like a standard tire and office, and they're like, ooh, this was like what we did in 2009. Behind the people.
You know, when you were starting on the JX8, whatever that was, I don't know. I heard in one of your videos that you run it. I was like, you run that this week?
Yeah, JX8. Right now we're running a smaller carcass than the 2.4s.
to be on 140 tires. Are you running the 4-stroke box?
Yeah, I'll be good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I just been kind of the gears been spinning in my head all year.
Yeah, I gotta try.
This isn't part of the U.S. Hard Enduro Championship, and not that I had free time, but I had enough time to build it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how it goes.
Sick. Well, thank you. Thanks for taking the time.